Greetings, and welcome to your Tuesday edition of Dapper's Playhouse. I'm your excellent host, Dapper, and this is my playhouse. And welcome you all. If it's your first time, what we like to do here is search TikToks, find you something special, something funny, something educational maybe. I like to have y'all learnt up, if you don't mind. Something festive, something spooky. Who knows what you're gonna get here? So just stick around, check it out. Don't forget to check us out too on our other socials. We're throwing shit down. You know, we're all over the joint. Search us out. See what you might find. And if you don't find us, you might have to drop the E. In Playhouse, that is. So, without further ado, besides, don't forget to watch this all the way through. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell on this terrific Tuesday. And get yourself a treat. What kind of treat, you ask? Well, that's simple. Today it's Pringles. That's right, free Pringles. Hit the notification bell. And here we go.
People say money talks, but mine always say goodbye.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man. Multiple languages.
Hi, Helga here.
Hi.
Here I am.
Hi.
I'm at pony camp.
Wonderful.
We are riding. It's 5 a.m. No, 5:20. And we're going for a warm-up right now with my friends. And Valentina. I'm on Valentina. And look at them. And I have another friend, very important friend, coming today from Finland. And I can't wait to see you. So
Welcome, man. Bienvenue.
you know who you are. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And tomorrow we will be up early too. So it's a beautiful day. Let me show you.
Dankeschön.
At 5:30. 5:30. Oops! I just dropped my crop. It's okay. I can come back and walk down later and get it. I need to pay attention. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day. Let me show you Valentina.
Hi, Valentina. Oh, how lovely. The hills are alive.
Okay,
The
hope
sound of-
hope you all have a lovely day. Bye for now from Helga.
Thanks for the update, Helga. Helga, everyone.
An ugly red is called puce, and an ugly purple is called bruise. But can you guess the one color that has no negative names? A color like green can represent life, and yet there's also a sickly green. Blue is nice in the sky, but if you're really sad, then you have the... A yucky yellow is jaundice, but try to think of a word for an ugly orange. In his color theory books, Faber-Buren points out that orange is a very recently named color and that it virtually has no negative associations yet. Even though it's the color of prison uniforms and construction, there's no word for a bad orange. Even rust is still pretty romantic. Up until a politician started using too much bronzer, no one used the term pejoratively, so you could make history by coming up with a word for a distasteful orange.
Okay, well, I know it starts.
Four people died.
Every orange you get in Florida, that's off a tree, that's sour as all hell. Sour orange. Well, there you go. Sour orange. We just did it. So much for sour yellow or sour lemon. This is sour orange.
And at least 11 others have gotten sick from a rare flesh-eating bacteria found in warm coastal waters.
Great.
Of the dozens of species of the bacteria,
Florida just
it's
keeps getting
Vibrio
better.
vulnificus that has health officials worried, as
Why you
infections
pay the
can be
big bucks?
severe and life-threatening for some. It can spread from raw seafood, mainly oysters, or through an open wound in direct contact with seawater.
Anyone can get this infection, and sometimes it can be pretty mild,
Russian roulette
but
now, just going
it
to the
can
lake or the
spread
beach.
pretty rapidly.
Doctors recommend covering open wounds with bandages and clean cuts and scratches thoroughly if exposed to seawater. And if you are at risk, avoid eating raw seafood.
Forget about it.
Watch me paste this pathetic palooka with a powerful, paralyzing, perfect pachydermus percussion pitch.
There's a reason you want to bite your hand when it itches. The skin on your body varies in thickness, so for example, you have thin skin on your eyelids and on the back of your hands because these are areas of movement. But you have thicker skin in areas of wear and tear, such as the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. So when you're scratching your palms, you feel like you aren't getting deep enough, and that's why you want to bite it to create more pressure.
Interesting.
The great pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch. He flies through the air and brings toys to all the children of the world. That's a good story. You don't believe the story of the great pumpkin? I thought little girls always...
The most beautiful things in life, me hearties, be those which cannot be purchased with silver and gold.
This is true.
How do you explain this 4-year gap in your resume? That was when I went to Yale. Impressive. Well, I think you're hired. Thank you. I really need the job.
That was funny right there.
Get him! Get him!
Dude, that bird is like... Whoa.
Oh my god!
Or Weaver versus Carter.
Finish it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit!
Nature grand.
What's the fastest a human being has ever cycled on a bike? Well, the average person can do speeds of around 17 to 18 miles per hour on a flat surface, but tour professionals obviously eclipse that. The fastest recorded speed at the Tour de France was set by Marcus Burghardt, who reached 81.2 miles per hour while going downhill during stage 9 of the 2016 Tour. Burghardt was going so fast that in a car, he'd technically be speeding on a French motorway. But that speed still isn't even half of the world record. That honor belongs to Denise Muller-Koronek, who broke a 23-year-old record in 2018. To achieve the feat, Muller-Koronek rode on a custom-made bike that was tethered to a race car. The car drove in front of her to bore a hole through the wind to create a pocket of air. Once high speeds had been reached, Muller-Koronek was then detached and cycled through the draft to pedal at a speed of 183.932 miles per hour, faster than the takeoff speed of the average commercial plane.
Oh, sure. Are those burgers?
No. These are burgers.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. Oh, because those look like they kind of look like burgers.
Yeah, but not. You know, like when I bought these, I was like, I want some burgers. So.
Gotcha. No, yeah, I just thought because from back there they looked like they were burgers.
No. The thing that differentiates these from burgers is that these are burgers.
This one's a burger.
No, this one's that one's a burger, and then this one's a burger.
Burger.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought that one was a burger.
No.
Is that one? That one's.
No, they're different. So
okay.
So this one's a burger.
Okay.
And then that one is a burger.
A burger. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah,
I thought it was the other way around. Where that was burger. That was burger.
No.
You kind of just cook them like burger. Or?
No. So the way you cook these is like burgers. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's a little different.
So you cook that one like. Burger.
Cook this one like a burger,
and then that one like.
And then that one like a
burger.
A burger.
Okay, because they're burgers.
No, they're not burgers.
Not
this one's a
burgers.
burger.
Okay,
and then that one is a burger.
Oh, okay. Oh, they look good. It looks like they'll be good burgers. So.
Yes.
If you spied in the chambers of the most beautiful person in the Tudor era, you'd discover this beauty was actually bald. The standard of female beauty during this period was to look like an egg. They favored a smooth, hairless forehead and went to shocking lengths to achieve it. First, they'd pull all their hair back tight. Then, they'd pluck out their eyelashes one by one, shave off their eyebrows, and even shave down their hairlines. If you had little hair, you'd be considered a child of God in Tudor times. In their ascetic aesthetic, Thick, lush hair symbolized carnal desire and impurity. Razors were only affordable to nobles. Commoners had to yank out their hair by hand. To prevent regrowth, they'd even apply toxins like arsenic to their scalps. Noble women also wore tall hennin headdresses, typically 30 to 45 centimeters in height. Some even reached 80 centimeters. The taller the hat, the higher the wearer's status, and it sat tight against the scalp to showcase that prized bare forehead. The most prestigious hair color back then was gold. Many people would mix goat's urine with saffron, slather it on their hair, and sit in the sun to dry, all in pursuit of that gilded shade.
Do you remember when Justin Bieber did this?
No, but I'll take your word for it. It looks like something, cheesy that he would do. Did I digress? Picking up the candy? Oh yeah, they're popping up something as she defrosts.
In order to understand me as a person, you gotta realize that my actions are motivated almost entirely based on silly factor, okay? Some people have an angel and a devil on their shoulder. I got Weird Al on the left and Pee Wee Herman on the right.
Totally.
A doodle is a funny word, a word I learned from a small bird. He tweeted it into my ear, and this is what I heard. Some doodles take a funny form, they catch you out when you feel torn, reminded that a human makes mistakes. Some doodles come out of your pen, and some you'll have to do again until the doodle god sees that you've changed. A doodle is a funny word, a word I learned from a small bird. He tweeted it into my ear, and this is what I heard. Some doodles look like good ideas, and some wind up as souvenirs they'll carry around for life just like a scar. And some doodles take the form of dogs, and I heard that way down in Oz the version of that word is worst by far. 'Cause a doodle is a funny word, a word I learned from a small bird. He tweeted it into my ear, and this is what I heard.
Rosebets, everybody. Rosebets music. Check her out. She's another one. I think you might just like her. She sings so grand. That was your moment of zen.
Do you know about Selkies? Because I have a lot of opinions about Selkies. So, Selkies are this mythical creature originally from Scottish folklore who were seals who could transform into humans, usually, though not necessarily, by removing their seal skin, underneath of which was a human body. There is this incredibly widely told Selkie story where a Selkie woman removes her seal skin to turn into a human at the seashore, and then a human man, usually a fisherman, steals her seal skin, forcing her to stay on land, and then uses that to force her to marry him. It's very widely told, and I get why it resonates with people, but it bugs the hell out of me that people think that's the only Selkie story, because there is so much more to Selkies. First of all, there's the Great Selkie of Sulskeri, which it's a folk song. I'm gonna give you the first few lines of it because I think it's beautiful and I like singing it. It goes, "An earthly Norris sits and sings, and she sings, but lily ween. Little ken I my bairnie's father, far less the land that he steps in." With apologies to everybody who actually speaks Scots. That is a story about a woman who has had, a human woman who has had a child by a male Selkie, who then comes back to take the child away from her back to the sea, which is where the child belongs. But on his way out, he gives this spooky prophecy, which ends up coming true, that this woman is going to go on to marry a harpoon man on a whaling ship, and then her future husband is going to kill both the Selkie and their half-human son. There's also a set of stories called, like, Variations on Ursula of Orkney, in which, again, a human woman has had children by a male Selkie, and these stories are very divergent in their particulars, but the thing that I think all of the Ursula of Orkney stories have in common is that the babies are born with webbed feet, and the midwife or somebody has to cut their toes apart with scissors so that they can pass as human, which is so, like, that's a very raw image. Anyway, the seal wife story, where, you know, her skin is stolen and then she has to marry this fisherman, etc., is very widely told because it is a great story and it really resonates with people. I think most obviously as an allegory for marriage in patriarchy. I don't begrudge that story its fame, but, like, for me, the most powerful theme of Selkies as a mythological figure is actually the theme of unbelonging. The thing that all of the Selkies have in common across these stories is that they have to return to the sea. No matter how human they appear to be in human form when they're living on land, they will always be tied to the sea. They will never belong among humans. They will always have to go back. And their children will never be truly human, and their children will always have to go back to the sea. Like, I don't know, growing up as a weird autistic kid with foreign parents who was obviously half foreign everywhere I went, like, I love Selkies. And I think people should know that there's more to Selkies than the seal wife story.
I guess thanks for that.
This book. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. For the big bucks.
It's the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah?
I'm about to shit my pants.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I think she means she's about to defecate in her trousers. And you know, when you see the Statue of Liberty, that shit literally happens. That shit literally happens.
Post a video on the internet and someone comments that you can still find Jesus, it's not too late, does that mean that they liked the video?
No, sweetheart, that's like a bless your heart. But hey, art is supposed to be open to interpretation and invoke emotion, whether it be good or bad. So technically, yes, it's very good. So good for you. Keep on trying. That's what we always say here. You know what I'm saying? So hey, just like that, your terrific Tuesday Dappers Playhouse session has come and gone. Don't fret. Tomorrow is Hump Day Wednesday. We'll be back taking another swing. Hopefully we can find you there too. So thanks you for watching all the way through. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell. Get yourself some Pringles. Other than that, I ain't got much for you. Other than enjoy the rest of your evening the very best that you can. And as always, you can't be good, be bad. And remember, you're never too old to play. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.